Welcome Wanderers to our special 4th of July video where we delve into one of the most intriguing and controversial factions in the Fallout universe, the Enclave. Today, we'll explore their shadowy origins, grand ambitions, and impact on the wasteland. So grab your Nuka-Cola, sit back, and let's dive in. Now, our story begins before the bombs fell. The Enclave was formed by high-ranking government officials, military officers, and corporate executives who foresaw the impending nuclear conflict. This elite group believed that they were the rightful heirs to the US government and planned to preserve their vision of America in the event of global catastrophe. Now, the Enclave retreated to secure locations, most notably the Poseidon oil rig in the Pacific Ocean. They stockpiled advanced technology, resources, and military might, preparing for the day they would reclaim their lost glory. On October 23rd, 2077, the world was irreversibly changed. In a matter of hours, nuclear fire rained down across the globe, bringing an end to the old world. This cataclysmic event, known as the Great War, left the surface of the Earth a radioactive wasteland. Civilization as we knew it crumbled, with cities reduced to rubble and survivors scrambling for safety. However, not everyone was caught unprepared. The Enclave, with their foresight and planning, had retreated to secure locations well before the first bombs fell. One of their primary refuges was the Poseidon oil rig, located in the Pacific Ocean. This isolated and fortified base allowed them to avoid the immediate effects of the nuclear fallout. Inside these bunkers, the Enclave members had access to cutting-edge technology and ample resources. Unlike the rest of the world, they had maintained their infrastructure, communication, networks, and military capabilities. This was all part of their grand plan to eventually reclaim the surface and restore their vision of America. During this time, the Enclave's leadership continued to operate as if they were still the legitimate government of the United States. They conducted meetings, maintained strict hierarchies, and kept their ultimate goal in sight: to emerge from the shadows and take back control of the country, which they believed rightfully belonged to them. Training and preparations were constant practices in the Enclave. Soldiers drilled in the use of advanced power armor and energy weapons, while scientists worked on projects that would ensure their dominance once they returned to the surface. The Enclave believed that their survival was not just a matter of chance, but a necessity for the rebirth of the United States. Meanwhile, the world outside was struggling to adapt to the new reality. The wasteland was harsh, unforgiving, and filled with dangers of radiation, mutated creatures, and desperate survivors. It would be many years before the Enclave would make their presence known again, but they watched and waited, biding their time until they could enact their plans for a new America. After the Great War, the Enclave remained hidden, focusing on their plans to eventually reclaim control. By 2102, their operations had expanded to include the White Springs bunker in Appalachia, as seen in Fallout 76. This state-of-the-art facility was originally a high-end resort, but it was repurposed by the Enclave into a secure base of operations. Within the White Spring bunker, the Enclave had access to advanced technology, automated systems, and a secure environment free of the chaos of the outside world. The bunker was divided into various sectors, each dedicated to different aspects of their mission: military operations, scientific research, and government functions. Communication and coordination were maintained through a network of terminals and robots, allowing the Enclave to execute their plans with precision. They even utilized sophisticated AI systems and holograms to simulate and plan for different scenarios they might face upon their re-emergence. In Fallout 76, players can interact with the Enclave and undertake missions to help them regain their influence. These missions can involve recovering lost technology, securing strategic locations, and combating threats that could jeopardize their plans. Despite their advanced technology and strategic planning, the Enclave's presence in Appalachia was not without its internal conflicts and external threats. Power struggles within their organization and the constant danger from the wasteland inhabitants led to a decline in their influence over time. By the time players encounter the Enclave in Fallout 76, they're a shadow of their former selves, struggling to maintain their grasp on the region. Their grand plans to restore America to its pre-war glory were continually thwarted by the harsh realities of the post-apocalyptic world. Fast forward to 2241 in Fallout 2, where the Enclave reemerges as a dominant force in the post-apocalyptic landscape. By this time, they have solidified their power and resources on the Poseidon oil rig, their primary base of operations off the coast of California. The Enclave's oil rig is a fortified stronghold equipped with state-of-the-art technology, advanced weaponry, and a disciplined military force. It serves as a central hub for their operations and their ruthless campaign to reclaim America. At the helm of the Enclave is President Dick Richardson, a man whose vision for the future involves the complete extermination of all mutated life forms in the wasteland. The Enclave view themselves as the last true Americans, destined to restore the country to its former glory by any means necessary. To achieve this vision, the Enclave devises a sinister plan involving the Forced Evolutionary Virus, FEV. Unlike the FEV used by the Master in the first Fallout game, this strain is designed to be deadly to anyone even with the slightest genetic mutation. This includes almost everyone in the post-World War, as radiation exposure and other factors have caused widespread mutations. The Enclave's plan is put into motion when they kidnap inhabitants of the wasteland, including the protagonist's tribe, to use as test subjects for their experiments. This act sets the stage for the protagonist, known as the Chosen One, to embark on a mission to rescue their tribe and ultimately confront the Enclave. The Chosen One's journey leads them to the oil rig, where they must navigate through heavily armed Enclave soldiers and high security measures. The rig is filled with elite guards equipped with advanced power armor and energy weapons, making it one of the most challenging locations in the game. In a climactic showdown, the Chosen One confronts President Richardson. The player is faced with critical decisions that will determine the fate of the Enclave and the Wasteland. Through cunning, combat, and the help of allies, the Chosen One emerges to thwart the Enclave's plans. The accumulation of these efforts result in the destruction of the Enclave's oil rig base. The player can initiate a self-destruct sequence or sabotage the facility, ensuring that the Enclave's operations are crippled. The death of President Richardson and the loss of their stronghold deal a significant blow to the Enclave's ambitions. With the Enclave's defeat, the immediate threat to the wasteland is neutralized. The surviving members of the Enclave are scattered, their organization in disarray. However, their legacy of their ruthless ideology and advanced technology continues to linger in the shadows, setting the stage for future conflicts. In Fallout 3, set in the year 2277, the Enclave re-emerges in the capital wasteland, the remnants of Washington, D.C. This time, they are led by President John Henry Eden and Colonel Augustus Autumn. Unlike previous human leaders, Eden is a sophisticated AI created from the last president of the pre-war United States, capable of making independent decisions and leading the Enclave with an iron fist. The Enclave's new base of operations is Raven Rock, a massive underground military facility located in the Appalachian Mountains. Raven Rock is heavily fortified and equipped with cutting-edge technology, making it a near impenetrable stronghold. It serves as a central hub for their operations in the capital wasteland. One of the Enclave's primary objectives is to establish dominance over the wasteland and restore what they consider to be the rightful government of the United States. To achieve this, they deploy highly trained soldiers equipped with advanced power armor, energy weapons, and vertibirds for rapid deployment and air support. A critical element of their plan centers around Project Purity, a water purification project initiated by the player's father, James, and the Brotherhood of Steel. The project aims to provide clean, radiation-free water to the entire capital wasteland, a valuable resource in the post-apocalyptic world. The Enclave's interest in Project Purity is twofold. While they publicly claim to support the initiative for the good of wasteland inhabitants, their true motive is far more sinister. They intend to use the facility to distribute a modified strain of the forced evolutionary virus. This version of the FEV is designed to kill anyone, even with the slightest mutation, effectively, quote-unquote, purifying the human race. The Lone Wanderer, the game's protagonist, becomes entangled in this conflict after the Enclave captures their father and seizes control of Project Purity. Throughout the game, the Lone Wanderer encounters and battles the Enclave, uncovering their plans and thwarting their efforts at every turn. President Eden employs propaganda to win the hearts and the minds of the Wasteland's inhabitants, broadcasting messages of hope and order over the radio. However, his authoritarian ideals and the Enclave's brutal methods reveal their true nature as tyrants rather than saviors. The climax of the Enclave storyline occurs at Raven Rock, where the Lone Wanderer confronts President Eden. Here, the player faces crucial decisions. They can persuade Eden to self-destruct, destroying Raven Rock and dealing a crippling blow to the Enclave. Or they can confront Colonel Autumn directly, leading to a final showdown. With the destruction of Raven Rock and the defeat of Colonel Autumn, the Enclave's influence in the capital wasteland is significantly diminished. The Lone Wanderer's actions ensure that Project Purity is activated without the modified FEV, providing clean water to the wasteland and securing a brighter future for its inhabitants. Despite their defeat, the Enclave's legacy of advanced technology and their brutal vision for the future leaves a lasting impact on the wasteland. Their presence serves as a reminder of the dangers of authoritarianism and the struggle of power in a world ravaged by nuclear war. By Fallout New Vegas in 2281, the Enclave is no longer the cohesive force it once was. Scattered remnants can be found in the Mojave Wasteland, including notable former members like Arcane Ganon. These remnants have largely abandoned their original genocidal goals, focusing instead on survival and adaptation. The shift from their grand ambitions to mere survival reflects the Enclave's significant decline and the changing dynamics of the post-war world. Unlike the previous Fallout games, the Enclave does not have a direct presence in Fallout 4. Set in 2287, the game takes place in the Boston Commonwealth, a region that seems to have moved from the Enclave's once pervasive influence. However, their legacy can still be felt through the remnants of their technology and references scattered throughout the game. For example, the X-01 power armor, one of the most advanced models in the game, is believed to be a product of pre-war research that the Enclave would have had access to. Finding and using this power armor allows players to harness a piece of the Enclave's technological prowess. In the Fallout TV show, the Enclave makes a subtle but significant impact. Set in the post-apocalyptic world, the show introduces Dr. Siggy Wilzig, an Enclave scientist. Wilzig plays a critical role early on, symbolizing the Enclave's continued pursuit of advanced technology and control. The Enclave's presence is not as overt as in the games, but their influence is unmistakable. Their advanced technology and ideological remnants are depicted through Wilzig and other elements, suggesting that the Enclave still holds some power and ambition in the post-war world. This nuanced portrayal provides a fresh perspective on the Enclave, maintaining their mysterious and formidable presence while setting the stage for potential future conflicts and deeper exploration in subsequent seasons. Fans of the series can look forward to seeing how the Enclave story unfolds in this new medium, potentially setting up major plot lines for future seasons. The show's interpretation of the Enclave provides a bridge between the familiar elements of the games and the new narrative avenues explored in the series. This keeps the Enclave relevant and intriguing, ensuring that their legacy continues to be a compelling part of the Fallout universe. While the Enclave's role in the first season is more about laying the groundwork, their presence hints at larger plans and a persistent influence that could become more central in future episodes. This approach keeps viewers and fans engaged, speculating about the Enclave's next moves and the potential for deeper conflicts and storylines. The Enclave's history is marked by their unwavering belief in their superiority and their ruthless methods to reclaim control. Despite their advanced technology and grand ambitions, they are faced with repeated failures due to their extreme methods and underestimation of wasteland inhabitants. From their origins as the shadowy protectors of the pre-war America to their decline as scattered remnants, the Enclave's legacy endures in the Fallout universe. Their story is a testament to the ongoing struggle for power and survival in the post-apocalyptic world. Could we see the Enclave rise again in future Fallout games? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, their impact on the wasteland and its people will never be forgotten. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the Enclave's history. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more deep dives into the Fallout universe. Have a great 4th of July, and until next time, Wanderer, stay safe out there.